Step 2 is where you figure out what you're really responsible for before you sign. Because liking your space is not enough. You need to understand the deal. What are you responsible for? What is the landlord responsible for? So this is usually where your broker or your real estate lawyer matter most. And depending on the project, it can also help to get early input from a general contractor, an architect, an engineer, a designer before the lease gets finalized. They'll help you spot like MEP issues like mechanical, plumbing, electrical. And at this point, you're trying to get clear on a few simple things, like who pays for what the landlord is responsible for, what are you responsible for, and who has to say yes before the work can start. And that last saying yes part is extremely, extremely, extremely important. Because for example, let's say you sign a lease with a landlord and you think that you can start construction right away. And then you find out that the landlord has to review your layout, approve the work, or approve your signage. Now you've lost 3 weeks and you haven't even started construction. So that's why this step is crucial. That's why this step matters so much. When this step is done right, you should be able to say, this is what the landlord is doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what still needs to be approved. And this is what could slow me down. For example, let's say the electrical needs aren't enough. Then you need to install a transformer, or plumbing. You'll need to move a bunch of plumbing around. So this is why this step is crucial. And this is why it matters so much. And when you've done it right, you should be able to say this. This is what the landlord is doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what still needs to be approved. And this is what can slow me down. For example, electrical, you might need to install a transformer. Or plumbing, you might need to move a lot of plumbing around. So that could take time. So the big mistake here is signing the lease before the bill responsibilities are clear.